Well, Miss Meg,
Yes.
we have been all over Michiana, all over the 574, and I finally conned you into letting us into your personal space.
Here we are.
Yes, and that's why my ugly mug is in front of the camera again. But we're back at Treasureology. We're at Treasureology, very first time, with
Yes.
our lovely host, Miss Meg. Because you've got some really cool stuff coming up that you wanted to share with all of us and invite some folks out to do some cool stuff.
I do. So every time we've thought we might come here, it's been something that, like, we wouldn't air it in time or something, but we did it. We figured it out. We figured it out.
It's
and so
we
now...
shoot for like a week. That should be enough.
That should be enough. So, those of you at home, you are all invited to our 8th anniversary party here at Treasureology. It is this Saturday, and we are rolling from 4 to 6 with a big fun party for everyone. So usually in the past, we have some beverages and snacks and a free craft for people to do. And we're just kind of celebrating the fact that we have, yes, made it another year in retail.
Another year in retail.
In the Michiana area. Yeah.
All the support for the community, all the crafty stuff, all the knickknacks and doodads and dirty tent bags that you could ever want.
That's what I'm saying. That is why we're here.
Yeah. But just backing up a little bit,
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about Treasureology, about your lovely establishment? How did it all get started?
Okay, so about 9 years ago, I was one of those people who put all of their wares into their vehicle and went to the craft shows and things. It was always fun, and I enjoyed it. But in the past, I'd had my own retail shop, and I really was missing it. So 8 years ago, I found this little spot right here in Granger. We are in the Starlight Pizza building, so everybody kind of knows where we are. And I started out just as a little bitty showroom for my jewelry. I'm a jewelry designer. I've been at that for 30 plus years. And I started giving classes. All along, I was like adding little things here and there. I was listening to my customers and adding things to my inventory that they were requesting. And it just kept growing little by little by little. And in the winter of 2019, I decided that I would pull the trigger and expand and like double my space, and I was going to have like this big classroom and everything was going to be perfect. And a few months later, the world tried to end. Somehow we made it through that too. It was actually, I can tell you how, it was Easter baskets. We did Easter baskets for everybody during lockdown. Yeah, and delivered them. It was very fun. So now we are level, we are back on track. And if you'll notice on our Facebook page, there's always something happening at Treasureology.
Always something.
Always. We are open for retail Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A little bit more during the holidays. And then every day that we're open, there's something going on. We're either having a sale or a class or a party or something to get people excited to come in the door. We do a lot of kids classes. We also, when you walk in the door, you can shop the shop, but there's also a little make and take area that we are expanding to be in its own room. And so you can sit and get creative here for $10.
What are some things you want to show off? What are some things you want to show us?
So I would love to show you my jewelry. I am still a jewelry designer. I like to, my whole thing is upcycling broken vintage jewelry from the past. Costume jewelry that might be missing stones and the findings don't work, or the beads are all over because the string is broken. I put those things back together in different ways, a lot of times using UV resin. That's my material of choice these days. So you want to look?
Yeah,
okay,
let's take a look.
Let's look.
Come on.
Come
Let's
on,
go
man.
this way.
So this is just a small section. I have several sections in the shop with my jewelry. But what I was just talking about was things like this, where I've taken this broken brooch, and that's a beautiful enamel filigree brooch, and I've set it in a new setting with a hand-painted background and some UV resin. I also like to work with natural materials, like these are skeletonized leaves from my yard. And I've paired them with a little steampunky vintage gear goodness there. These all come from Spain. I have a supplier in Spain that travels Europe looking for vintage gears. This is actually vintage origami paper from Japan, and it comes in all sorts of beautiful designs, but I like to find unusual things that are just kind of sitting in a drawer and recycle them. These are cutout paper leaves, and what else? Oh my gosh, are you ready? I'll use anything to make jewelry. This is a spider web from my yard. My orb weaver spiders made that beautiful web. I captured it and made it into a pendant.
And so Meg, obviously got so much going on
Yes.
this weekend, big event. If anyone wants to find all the information on where to go, what to do, how to find Treasureology, Miss Meg, anything you've got going on, where can they go?
Okay, it's easy peasy. You're gonna go to my Facebook page. It's Treasureology on the Facebook. You can also search Google and all of the events will pop up. I have calendars at the top of my page always, so that you can click on that pinned post with the calendar of events, see a list, and then you can go to the events page and see how much things cost, what time it is, age requirements or not. So I like information. So I try to give everybody all the information they'll need to come and have a fun event. We also, since we're only open during the weekend for retail, we do a lot of things during the week here at the shop. We'll do private classes and things. So if you're looking for a private class, if you want a birthday party, girls' night out, we do that sort of thing. And if you are one of those people who either can't get places on the weekends, or you are not a people-y person, you need to stay away from the crowds, you can text us and is that like you? Yeah.
That's me.
You are always welcome to text me if you need a private shopping time at Treasureology. We're happy to accommodate.
Miss Meg, thank you for joining us on the 5. You've been a great guest in the
Oh,
574 more, and I'm so excited for you to take over the hosting duty now. So thank you, Miss Meg.
Thanks.